sky above Ueno is overcast like usual. Rin tugs on my sleeve as she trots off at a brisk pace. Hey, Rin, where the heck are we going? Apparently she came to attack me in my room right after she returned from Hukagawa. Her rumpled loose clothing is kind of sexy, I have to admit. Now is not the time for that, Shugo. You really were drinking. No, nothing of the sort. Did you say your farewells to Ota? Tomorrow's the funeral, you know. The monk told us that today wasn't a good day for funerals, so Ota's ceremony was postponed until tomorrow. Ah, shit. Bad move. Rin's expression stiffens. No shit, bad move. Why do you think she was drunk as shit? She's trying to not think about that. Like, I understand it's important to remind her, right? I do get that. Be like, hey, listen, I know you're having a tough time dealing with this right now, but also tomorrow's the funeral, pay your respects. Like, true, but also all of a sudden he's like, oh, wait, was that not the right thing to say? No shit, dude. Was that too insensitive of me? God. Rin was acting so normally that I didn't even realize I goofed. Wait, Rin, I rush to apologize. There's no way Rin wouldn't have known about the funeral. She and Ota were such good friends. She's even doing her best to keep her spirits up despite all the emotions that must be raging inside her. Crazy how you're just now realizing all this. I'm an idiot for not realizing at least that much. That's what I'm saying. How should I say this? Rin speaks softly, her face blank, her eyes downcast. And then... My left hand's enveloped by something cold. Huh? Rin's holding my hand. With a beseeching smile on her face, Rin waits for me to speak. Okay, let's go. Gently squeeze her cold hand in return. Hell yeah. Ueno Park. There's not a soul in sight because of how early it is. I realize that we're silently heading toward the spot where Otoa was found. Rin tells me that she wants to look over that place before she goes to see Otoa's remains. Oof. I take a look upwards. The cloudy sky is the color of ink. Crisp winter breeze makes the branches of the trees sway overhead. We trudge onward through the snow, holding hands in silence. Huh? I suddenly come to a halt. I feel like there's someone staring at me. Take a careful look around, but there's no one else in the park. Yeah, I got bad vibes. Nah, sorry, it's nothing. Was it just my mind playing tricks on me? Nope. Fairly certain I felt a scrutinizing glance directed right at me. Let's get going. Take it in his hand and start walking. And then we finally arrive. This is where Otoa was found. We stand in front of the rope barrier that encloses the crime scene. Faint bloodstains left on the ground yesterday are no longer there. Jane pulls out a small bouquet of flowers from her pocket and lays it on top of the snow. She closes her eyes and brings her hands together in prayer. I do likewise. As we offer up our silent prayers, the snow gently begins to fall. Yeah. I share the feeling. Still can't believe that Otoa, a girl I used to see every day, is now gone forever. But life goes on. Our daily lives won't change. Yeah. It's probably the only thing that will change for us. You'll never be able to see the dead again. You won't be able to talk with them, laugh with them, or fight with them ever again. Time has stopped for Otoa. All our fond memories of her will gradually fade away into nothingness. Rin begins crying softly, trying to stifle her sobs. Rin. I wrap my arms around her shoulders and gently pull her close. Listen? Okay, listen. I'm not saying she should have been killed, right? But from what Ijaka told us yesterday, she's definitely done some wrong in the past, alright? Not saying that justifies anything. Not trying to justify that, but I'm just saying she never did anything wrong. I don't know about that one, Chief. It is too cruel. It shouldn't have happened. Not saying it should have happened. No way justifies it. But Rin continues weeping into my chest. As a sport of weeping Rin, we make our way toward a gazebo on the outskirts of the park. There aren't a lot of people around here. I'll just wait for Rin to calm down. Rin and I take a seat next to each other on a bench. I embrace Rin's slender body to shield her from the falling snow. She leans on my shoulder with her eyes closed. The tears just wouldn't stop, huh? But really, I'm fine now, Rin says, her throat's trembling slightly. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Gently stroke Rin's hair. She giggles and presses her nose into my shoulder. What is she, a cat? Hell no. Ah, come on. I never get mad at you, right? Seriously. I said it was, didn't I? I reach out and pinch Rin's nose. Rin struggles as tears appear in her eyes. Seriously, there's more cat than girl here. My bad. As we laugh and take turns pinching each other's noses, it gradually segues into a soft kiss. Huh? We whisper back and forth while clinging tightly to each other. Yeah. Nah, your actions made it pretty obvious. I reach up and tickle Rin's earlobe. Rin squirms around in my arms. Hey, stop it. Apparently enjoying the whole affair, Rin starts putting up more resistance. She scratches me with her nails and tries to bite my nose. You dummy. Damn you. Yeah. Seriously, we're acting like a pair of little kids. After screwing around for a while, we finally calm down. How dare you? I love you. You idiot, that's not true. We spent all that time together, haven't we? I've already told you a million times. It's due to the age-old rules of the red light district. I guess I'm just using them as an excuse so that I don't have to come to grips with what I really feel inside. Deathly afraid of having someone important to me and then losing them. That's fair. Damn, actually, seeing that line and then knowing what happens in some of the endings in Kara no Shoujo, that's, oh. Damn, homie, that's rough, actually. Yeesh. Nah, not really. Rin looks down sadly as I find myself at a loss for words. Rin squeezes my arm. Of course I'm not against it. I'm 100% for it. I'm saying go for it. I know it's the wrong move because the canon ending is that he ends up with Kazna, right? That's the way it all ends because we know how things play out later down the line. But right now, in this moment, nah. I'm a Rin fan 100%. Now, should I accept her feelings? No, I really should not. Bad idea. I know it's a bad idea because of what the true ending is, right? Because of what the canon ending to this story is. I mean, I guess I don't know the exact ending of the story, but who Shugo eventually does canonically end up with. I know things aren't going to end well for Rin if I do accept her, right? There's no way things end well. When there's a canon love interest, especially in a game like this, that means if you pick a different one, things probably ain't gonna end well. They probably ain't gonna end well. But I like Rin. I really do. I think she's fucking dope. And like choosing this, it's not just because of the situation, right? And like, oh, I just want to make her feel better in this rough time. Like, no, I genuinely like Rin. I've known her for like 4.5 hours, but god damn it, she's won me over. I like her a lot. Just seeing her pop on screen makes me fucking smile. I can't help it. She's awesome. She's amazing. Yes. Rin fucking rules. Which is unfortunate because, like I'm saying, I know something's gonna happen to her. It's gotta. It's gotta, right? Like, something's gonna happen. It's gotta happen. Right? Like, I mean, shit. Looking at the other game in this series that I've played, Kara no Shoujo, right? I mean, hell, even the love interest had something happen to him, right? The main canon one, right? But you look at the other ones, like, you look at what happened to Orihime, you look at what happened to Tojiko, you look at what happened to Mizuhara, right? Like, those are all ones that Reiji could have hooked up with, and things didn't end well for him. So I can only imagine somewhere in this story, something does happen to Rin, right? Regardless of whether you choose to accept her feelings or not. I'm sure something does happen, but like the fact that she's not Kazna, I already know I'm fucked, right? But sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. Sometimes you gotta go with what your heart's telling you. And like from the moment I met her, I loved Rin. I'm not gonna lie. Kazna's great too. I do like Kazna a lot. Amazing. And then there's also Toji, who's phenomenal. I don't think she's a love interest though. At least not from what I remember, because I did find a guide for this game in case I needed it, because I'm sure I will. Because I already know from looking at the guide, it's a similar thing to Kara no Shoujo, where you have to hit a normal ending and then you get the true ending. So I know I'll need that guide eventually to make sure I get everything wrapped up properly. But I already know by accepting Rin, I fucked up. I already know. But my point was, I don't think I saw Toji anywhere on that guide, so I don't think she's a route. Otherwise, listen, I'm sorry, Rin, you're amazing, but I would totally save myself for Toji if that was the case. Anyway, enough trying to defend my stupid decisions. I hug Rin as tightly as I can. Rin's voice trembles sadly as she speaks, testament to the emotions that must be running through her mind. She's just lost a close friend. Her forlorn figure is the result of her desperate attempt to not let it show on the outside. I can only cheer her up, even just a little. But like I said, that's not why I picked it, though. Listen, Shugo, that's not the reason you should be doing this. You're not doing this just to cheer up in a rough time. You gotta do it because you mean it. Right? Because you truly do accept her feelings. Don't do it just because, oh, it'll cheer up for now. Nah. I mean, really accept those feelings, mister. Rin, you can lean on me more if you'd like. What's wrong? If you got something you want to say, there's no need to hold back. I can see the anxiety in her eyes as she looks up at me. There's no way I could refuse after seeing her like this, right? We slowly, silently press our lips against one another. Rin's lips are stiff and practically frozen from the cold. I'm sure mine are as well. However, we gradually begin to relax as our tongues begin to wrestle around. White clouds of steam issue from our mouths as we gasp for air and swap spit. Rin sucks desperately at my lips, as though she's trying to get back something that she's lost. She begins to pant heavily. I feel her heart beating faster through her chest. Rin shrugs off her kimono and presses her body against mine. Okay, I didn't want to fuck outside in the cold. That's not what I was going for. I just wanted a genuine nice moment where like, yo, I mean, I guess I'm not saying this isn't a nice moment, but like, I wasn't trying to fuck out in the cold. That's not something I'm about. Your upper body's now completely exposed. That's not good. Girl, you're gonna catch a cold. I don't care how hot the sex is, like, you're still gonna catch a cold. Put your damn clothes on. The stimulation alone causes my member to swell with blood. Oh, is that what you meant by accepting your feelings? Is that what that meant? By accepting your feelings, you mean like actually giving the pipe. That's what you meant. It's not about reciprocating feelings. No. You're accepting your feelings. She's like, how can you say you like me as well? You never gave me the pipe. So that choice that I was trying to defend so much, it was just yes or no, do you give her the pipe? Ah, I'm the fool. I see. I mean, yeah, I'm down to give her the pipe, but I see I put too much thought into this. That's my fault. Huh? How can you tell? Oh, please. Been turned on ever since you started kissing me. Dean stops talking and plants her lips squarely upon mine. But also, like I said, I'm 100% down for giving her the pipe. Can we not do this outside in the cold, though? Outside, wintertime? That's lame. I would, man. I'm getting chills just thinking about that. Not in a good way. Like, yeah, no, go ahead. Give her the pipe. But Jesus, find a better location. Damn. Nah, let me give you the pipe in the same area where your best friend got murdered. Like, yo, fuck the cold, fuck the season, fuck the temperature, anything that's going on around there. You want to get the pipe in the same area that your homie got murked at. Like, I ain't gonna lie, now that I really think about that, that's more fucked up. Like, hey, you want pipe, I'm down to give. Let's find a better location, huh? I would rather go back to the Yukashiro where everyone can hear us piping, right? Everyone can hear us going at it. But at least then you're not there, right? That's still not a great place to do it either, because everyone else is like mourning the loss of Otoa, right? Everyone's all sad, depressed right now, and they just hear y'all fucking nasty in the back room. Like, that's not a great situation either. But I think I'd take that over piping outside in the winter, in the snow, in the same area where your homie got murked, right? Me personally, you know, neither of them are great options, but I think like one seems a bit better than the other personally. The saliva built up in her mouth clings to my tongue as it probes the inside of her oral cavity. It tastes strangely sweet. I mash my own lips against Rin's as I swallow her spit. I hungrily devour Rin's lips. In return, Rin thrashes her tongue around inside my mouth. Our spit makes loud, wet noises and dribbles out as we greedily explore each other's mouths. Rin runs her tongue along my lips after forcefully licking my teeth and gums. The feeling of someone else's tongue in my mouth is amazing. The sheer pleasure sends chills racing down my spine. I thrust my crotch up against hers, and then I notice Rin's doing the same, as though she can hardly contain the excitement threatening to overcome her body. Her restless tongue continues to wrestle tenaciously with mine. Our mouths fill with saliva and we greedily slurp it down. Makes me happy to know that we're focused on the same thing. We giggle before engaging in another deep kiss. Whoa, why are we using big words during sex? I teased Rin's nipples, sending her entire body writhing in paroxysms of pleasure. Motherfucker, now I gotta Google something? Y'all are fucking getting ready to fuck nasty and you're making me Google? Y'all ass is making me Google? What the fuck is a paroxysm? What's a paroxysm? A fit, attack, or sudden increase or recurrence of symptoms as of a disease or a convulsion. A sudden violent emotion or action, an outburst. Okay, writhing in... So she's having convulsions of pleasure is what you're saying. That's how you're describing it? Convulsion of pleasure. Okay. I'd rather you say convulsions. At least I know what the fuck that means. I mean, I do appreciate the alliteration. Look, I do like alliteration. Like, if you pay attention to the way I title my videos, if I can make an alliteration, I absolutely will. I do love a good alliteration, so I can't knock too many points off. Paroxysms of pleasure, like, I do rock with that. I do rock with that phrasing, all right? I like it. But also, who the fuck says paroxysm? Like, you're right. That's a word, all right. Well, fuck says it though. Alrighty. Well, that was hot for sure, but also not where I expected to go. But anyway, since Rin is going to be entertaining at the Umadeya tonight, I part ways with her at the entrance to Ueno Park.
Shu-san, 今日はごめんなさい。一人で来るのはちょっと怖かったんすよ。
Didn't want to come all by yourself, so you had to make someone else do it too. Nah, but for real, yeah, okay. She flashed me an embarrassed smile. I do love her smile, though. Look at her smile, though. Just like that, she's back to her normal self. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. But that aside, walk you over there. Umadaya, right?
いえいえ、それには及びません。ほんのすぐ近くっすから。
Are you sure?
これ以上は過分っすよ。今日は十分元気をもらいましたから。
Rin giggles softly.
それじゃあシュウさん、また明日。
She waves her hand at me in farewell. Rin has a smile on her face the whole time as we say our goodbyes. I mean, you might have hurt her deeply with my half-hearted attitude. I absentmindedly look on as Rin's figure melts away in the distance. She slips through the swelling crowd, her figure getting tinier and farther away until she disappears. That's the final image of Rin I have burned into my mind. No. Why'd you have to phrase it like that? Why'd you have to phrase it like that? That's the final image I have of her. Like, no, don't say it like that. Don't fucking say it. Like I said, I expect something to happen to her, but God, don't make it immediately afterwards. Fuck. Come on, don't do this to me. Don't you fucking do this to me, I swear to God. There's the usual throng of people going about their business noisily in front of Ueno Station. Different sorts of folks pass by in front of my eyes. Students, workers from rural areas, office workers, street urchins. That little bastard. I also get sight of the child wearing strange-looking clothing I saw a few days ago downtown. There's a group of people gathered by the side of the road whispering to each other. The shadowy-looking cadre? Yeah, okay, I guess it's time to Google shit again. What the fuck is a cadre? Cadre. What's a cadre? A small group of people specifically trained for a particular purpose or profession.
Cadre.
Cadre?
Cadre.
Cadre. Huh. That's interesting. Cadre. Not what I expected. The shadowy looking cadre. Okay. Okay, group of people. So it's like the cult. The group of cultists are all joined up together. Gotcha. The cadre. I avert my eyes and pull out my pocket watch. I'm supposed to meet with Kazna at noon. Still some time to kill before then. Oh, both of you? Kazna isn't the only person waiting for me at Mill Call. Toji! Toji! Big homies. Toji silently raises her hand in greeting.
どうもシュウゴさん、今日もお疲れ様です。この度は本当に大変なことになって。
Strangely enough, Kazna seems rather subdued today.
食事をしていたら偶然会ったんだ。邪魔ならば。
Hell no. You're absolutely sticking around, homie. I'm glad you're here. Something I need to discuss with you as well, Toji. Doji narrows her eyes and shoots me a questioning look. Hang on, I'll get to it in a bit. Before that, turn to face Kazna. Kazna, I need to talk to you about what's going to happen after this.
はい。私にですか？
The truth is, I then proceed to give her a rundown of the events that led to me being involved with Ota's case. And that's the gist of it. A girl working at the Yukishiro was murdered, and I've been requested to help find her killer. So I won't be able to concentrate all my efforts into the search for Yoda. I know it's selfish, but I beg you. Please just give me a little time to finish this. I bow toward Kazna.
いやいや、そんなシュゴさん、頭なんか下げないでください。そうですね。わかりました。姉のことは気になりますけど、そんな事情があるなら仕方ないです。
I thought I said I wasn't gonna put the search on hold. I thought I said I was gonna run both.
その仕事が終わるまで、シュゴさんを待ちます。
Or am I just lying to Kazna so that I can do both but not let her be in the way? Like, we don't want her assisting with it while we're investigating murders at the same time, because, like, hey, that's a bit rough. Thanks. It's a big help. Yeah, I'm glad she understands. Since it's Kazna we're talking about here, there was a possibility she might have blurted out that she'd continue the search on her own.
その代わり、シュゴさん、私にも一つお願いがあるんですけど。
What's up? What is it? She leans forward with a serious glint in her eyes. I have a bad feeling about this.
何も力になれないと思うんですけど、それは分かっているんですけど、私にもシュゴさんのお手伝いをさせてください。
Yeah, I knew something like that was coming. Hey, Kazna, to be perfectly honest, you're putting me on the spot here. I have no idea how long this investigation will last, and I can't guarantee that it won't be dangerous either. Considering the circumstances, I can't just have you tagging along with me.
でも、シュゴさんだって私を手伝ってくれましたし。
Well, of course I did. It's my job.
でも。
Toji's calm voice suddenly cuts into our conversation.
シュゴ、いいじゃないか。
Well, I mean, if Toji says so, who am I to disagree? I'm not gonna argue with Toji.
カズナが一緒なら、お前も無謀な行動は控えるだろう。ちょうどいいお目付け役だ。
The hell? I'll just go running your mouth off. Toji ignores my protest and continues.
カズナ、この男が一人で何かことを起こした時はすぐに私に知らせるんだ。この男の秘密主義はほとんど病気だ。なかなか難しい任務だと思うが、よろしく頼む。
そんな大役？承知しました。私、燃えてきました。シュゴさんの行動を頑張って逐一当時さんに報告しますから。
ああ。
Toji lets out a giggle after seeing Kazna all psyched up. Damn it all. She looks like she's secretly enjoying this. Fuck yeah, she is. I love Toji.
それでシュゴ、私に話しては。
Toji fires a question my way, indifferent to my inner thoughts. About that. How goes it with the stuff I asked you to look into yesterday? Any progress?
お前も気が早いな。そう簡単に話が進むわけがないだろう。
Toji sounds somewhat taken aback.
こちらにも都合があるんだ。もう少し待て。
I guess you're right. Oh well. Toji's the only one I can depend on for information from the police. I'll just be patient and wait it out. Kazna pipes up timidly when Toji and I reach a lull in our conversation.
それっていうのは事件のお話ですか？
Yeah, what about them?
はあ、そういえば今日の朝刊に事件についての記事があ
Do
っ
I
た
look
な
like I
っ
read
て
the
思い出
paper?
しまして
No, I was
も
up
ちろん
early
シ
this
ュゴさん
morning plowing my
ご存知で
homie
したよ
at
ね
the site where her friend got killed, alright? I don't have time to read the paper. I'm not exactly... Suddenly at a loss for words.
あの事件の参考人が昨日の夜に釈放されたって話だろ。
Ah, the one I saw get thrown in the back of the car the day before. Yes,
私は今
yes.
朝上野署の知り合いに聞いた。
はあ、多分それです。すごく小
Also,
さ
I
な
didn't
記
read
事
the
だったから
paper. I was too
シュ
busy
ゴさん
letting
は
pipe.
見逃してしまったんですね。
Right. Making a grim face, I tried to cover up my ignorance. This morning, I had been rudely waked by Rin, and then we'd headed off to Ueno Park for... stuff. Frankly speaking, there hadn't been any time for me to read the paper. However, there's no way I could actually say that to the two ladies sitting in front of me. Yeah, exactly. I didn't have time to read the paper. I was, doing stuff.
それは不誠実だな、シュウゴ。
You have no idea how sloppy I was getting. I mean, what? What are you talking about? My voice cracks and rises up a few octaves. Told you see right through my lies.
いや、仕事を引き受けた以上、関連する記事には目を通してしかるべきだ。たとえそれが小さな記事であってもだ。
Ah, so that's what she meant. Yeah, you're right, Toji. Relieved I'd not in agreement with a serious look on my face. Times like this, it's best just to be meek. My bad. Should have known better.
そんなことないですよ。シュウゴさんは一日中事件の推理で忙しくて、そ
Yeah,
れで多分新聞なんか読んでいる暇がなかったんですよね。
I was too busy thinking about the case. That's all that was on my mind. Absolutely. I mean, part of the case was there in my head during this morning. I did have some thoughts about it. For sure. Yeah. Something like that.
私、シュウゴさんのこと信頼してますから。
Oh, don't make me feel worse. I trust you completely. You definitely weren't out railing one of your friends this morning at the murder scene, were you? Of course not. Right. I'll do my best. The scary thing about Kazuna is that she's just so innocent. No, Toji, don't look into it. Toji looks at me curiously as my guilt does strange things to my face. After she pulls herself together and continues.
ところどころ腑に落ちない部分もあるが。
Yep. Get
Honda
back to
no.
business. Back to business, Toji. Back to business. You can kick my ass later. Just right now, business. Toji informs me solemnly. Regarding the released suspect,
私も詳しく聞いたわけではないが、
Toji lowers her voice.
参考人の名前は仕草時子。
Toki.
上野界隈で最近流行っている宗教団体、 千里教の幹部だという話だ。
Sinri. I see. Recall how crazy she seemed when I first laid eyes on her and gnawed deeply. That phony priestess, huh? That puts the weird things she was spewing in perspective. The destruction of our world approaches. If you don't want to be destroyed, then, as their set spiel. How'd you find out she was a suspect?
いや、そこから先は話してもらえなかった。厳しい箝口令が引かれているようだが、すぐに釈放されたということは大した容疑ではなかったのだろう。
I suppose you're right. Try as I might, I can't accept Toji's words at face value. The woman I first saw in the slums, her name is Shigusa Tokiko. It's not known how she's connected to the murders. However, she definitely seems to be involved in some way, oh for sure. Even though her charges were dropped and she was set free, is she really unrelated to the murders? No. That's not the conclusion you're supposed to be drawing. She was set free, that just means they didn't have anything any concrete evidence, nothing that they could really stick to her, right? She could still be a suspect. You could still look at her and be like, I don't trust this bitch. But, right now you ain't got nothing to really pin to her. We need to investigate her in further detail, absolutely. When we get out of Milk Hall, Ueno Station is packed with throngs of people. Pull up the collar of my coat to cover up skin that's exposed to the cold air. The sun is almost completely set. The area is blanketed in darkness and chill winter air. Going to head back with Kazna for the time being. What are you gonna do?
そうだな。久しぶりにウジャクの顔でも見ていくか。
Madam's been feeling pretty down. Think it'll help if you stop by. Madam Ujaku might cheer up a little bit if her old friend drops by for a visit.
ウジャクも気の毒に。
Toji's expression clouds over.
これ以上何も起きなければいいが。
That's not gonna happen. I mean, yeah, me too. There's a sliver of baseless doubt gnawing away inside my chest. Me too. Let's pray that it ends here. I'm not in agreement with Toji's words. It isn't, though. However, our prayers were in vain. When we return to the Ikishiro, what awaits us is more bad news. No! Not Rin! Not Rin! Rin's got mother! Fuck. I knew it was gonna happen. God damn, I didn't expect them to hit me with it so soon. God fucking damn it. Fuck. Son of a bitch. I knew with the way they phrased that statement though. I knew with the way they phrased it. He's like, this is the final image I have of her burned into my brain. It's like the way you phrase that. The way you phrase that, you're telling me right away that something's going to happen immediately. The way he phrased that, it was like there's no way you phrase that and then you just see her the next day. No fucking way. Like, this is the final image I have of her, like, until I see her again next. Like, nope. You had to say it like that. So, like, I obviously saw this coming. I knew this was gonna happen. But God fucking damn it. Fuck. 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 God damn it. Okay. Yep.
あれ
No. Don't make me watch this. Ah. Fuck. Alright, let's get this fucking show on the road. She wakes up in an unfamiliar room. The light from the lamps hung on the walls quite faint, so the room is rather dim. The moment she regains consciousness, she becomes aware of a rotten, sour stench penetrating her nostrils. An intense wave of nausea royals? What the? Royals? God damn it, you constantly have me Google shit. What the fuck does royals mean? Royal. Make a liquid turbid or muddy by disturbing the sediment. What the fuck? Or to make someone annoyed or to annoy or irritate. I see. Gotcha. Alright, sure. Tearful, she gags at the stench, frantically pressing the sleeve of her kimono against her nose. Must be something rotten nearby. But the room is so dark, it's hard to make out where or what is.
私
She was called back to Ueno when she was over in Hukagawa getting ready for work. But it was a false call. It was a false call, right? Of course it was. Of course it was a false call. God fucking damn it. She's like, oh, I have to go back to Ueno suddenly at night? That's crazy. God damn it. That's the last thing she could remember. She's wearing the kimono she had on when she left Umadaya. There are no marks on her body. She hasn't been tied up or bound. Only her wallet is missing, and her pockets have been completely emptied. Has she been kidnapped by some kind of pervert? The repulsive thought makes goosebumps rise over her entire body. Fuck, you're gonna wish it was some kind of pervert. God, I'm so sorry, Rin. A person who abducts girls and brings them to this cellar.
怖いよ私これから
What sort of violence will she face? What will she be forced to do? Her imagination knows no bounds. There's an endless number of terrible things that could happen. Now that her eyes have grown accustomed to the gloom, she's able to take a look around the room. She can only see faint outlines, but it seems to be a dreary, empty room. When she looks up, she suddenly notices something strange hanging in the corner of the room. That's not a... No, that's Oroa's head, right? But Oroa's head wasn't on her body. But it's that see, I saw the red kimono, I'm like, Ujaku? No way. But no, I think that's Oroa's head, but like there's a body attached to it, which doesn't make sense. It's the corpse of a girl suspended by chains. Whoa. Oh, there's a guitar, huh? Uh-oh. She's stringing from the ceiling like an animal in a slaughterhouse. Almost as though she's waiting her turn to be butchered. That's when it hits her. She's in the grasp of the psychotic murderer who chops up women. The very person Alagueno is making a fuss about. So that's not Otoha, because obviously the head's connected to the body. It's not even like Frankenstein, right? It's not like stitched together. At least not that I can see from where it's at now. So that's just another victim that's just waiting, huh? Or that he's finished with and has put her on hooks. Can this really be happening? Was she really kidnapped by the infamous Ueno serial killer? She can't stop trembling. Rin hugs herself tightly, and at that moment, there's the soft click of a door being unlocked. Somebody's trying to enter the room. There's no doubt in her mind that that somebody's the person who imprisoned her here. The culprit behind those bizarre serial killings. A chill of fear runs up her spine. Rin's teeth are chattering violently. Her body's so weak that she can barely stand. Tears start pouring out of her eyes now as wide as saucers. Am I going to be killed? Oh, that's gonna be her last thoughts. Fuck. And if I could save you, Rin, god damn it, I'd do it. So I don't have to see the torture scene this time. Unless somehow we actually fucking managed to save her, but I highly fucking doubt that. Pain disappeared? Madam nods, her face grave.
ついさっき梅田屋から知らせがあったのさ。リンが向こうの話じゃ私に呼ばれたからって出て行ったらしいんだが、あいにくとそんな使いは出しちゃいない。
What does it all mean, madam? What do you mean, what does it all mean? It means someone purposely lured her out so they could take her, dumbass.
私にだってわからないよ。確かなのはリンが雪城に戻ってくる途中で消えちまったってそれだけさ。
Rin had cried to my chest this morning. She had choked back tears and struggled to be strong, but in the end she was unable to contain her sorrow. Is this the way my premonitions play out?
雪城のみんなには手分けして上の銃を探してもらっているんですよ。
Well, that's a bad idea. Hey, we know there's a serial killer out there hunting down women. Chopping them up. Everyone split up at night and go search all the back alleys and hidden places where people could be. How about no?
旦那、あんたも手伝って。
I'm already running off before Madame Majaka finishes.
おい、待て集合。
シュウゴさん
I ignore their pleas for me to stop and burst out the door of the Yukishiro.